7 phrases that will bring your adult children closer. Transform your family connections today. Are you sitting at home, wondering when was the last time your children called or visited? Do you feel that perhaps the parent who lovingly raised, sacrificed for, and cared for them has been forgotten? Imagine if a few carefully chosen, heartfelt phrases could completely transform your relationship with your adult children and make them eager to reconnect with you. Today, I'm going to share with you 7 powerful phrases, communication tools that not only respect your children's independence but also build genuine connection. These aren't manipulative tricks. They're relationship-enhancing strategies backed by research and proven by real-life experiences. Have you ever wondered why your phone rings less often or why weekend visits seem to vanish into thin air? I want you to pause and ask, what if the solution to rekindling those precious bonds lies in the words you speak? In this video, you'll discover 7 life-changing phrases, the reasoning behind them, real stories of transformation, and clear steps to use them effectively. So, let's dive in and learn how to invite more love, laughter, and lasting connections into your life. Phrase 1. I'd love your advice on something. When you ask your child for their advice, you acknowledge their expertise and value their opinion. This simple phrase turns the dynamic from parent versus child to a mutual exchange where your child feels respected and needed. Family dynamics experts, including Dr. Gloria Thompson from the Family Dynamics Institute, confirm that when parents actively seek advice, it shifts the relationship towards collaboration rather than hierarchy. This act of asking for help not only flatters your adult child but creates a sense of belonging and contribution. Take Richard, a 68-year-old retiree from Minnesota. Previously, Richard often complained about his struggles with technology, which frustrated his daughter Amanda, a tech expert. One day, instead of grumbling, he said, "I'd love your advice on choosing a new tablet for video chatting with you and the grandkids. What do you recommend?" Amanda was delighted to share her expertise. Soon, she not only visited more frequently to help set up his new tablet, but began initiating meaningful conversations with him. Identify an area where your child excels: technology, cooking, finance, etc. Approach them with a sincere question like, "I'd love your advice on topic. What do you think?" Follow up by thanking them and sharing how their advice made a difference. Phrase 2. I understand you're busy. Let's work around your schedule. Often, feelings of guilt or pressure can make adult children retreat from family interactions. By acknowledging their busy lives, you remove the pressure and invite them to connect on their own terms. Dr. James Wilcox of the Institute of Family Studies emphasizes that when parents respect their adult children's schedules, it reduces the emotional burden often associated with guilt trips. When children feel understood rather than demanded, they are more likely to engage and make time for you. Barbara from Ohio used to complain about how long it had been since she saw her son Michael, a busy surgeon and father. When she shifted her approach by saying, "Michael, I understand you're incredibly busy with work and the kids. Let's work around your schedule. Maybe even a quick coffee when you can manage, it would mean the world to me." Michael's demeanor changed. Within 2 weeks, he surprised her by visiting on a Tuesday evening with his children, and the visit, although brief, was filled with warmth and genuine connection. When inviting your child, begin by saying, "I understand you're busy." Offer flexible options rather than setting strict demands. Emphasize that you value any time they can share with you and express genuine appreciation for it. Phrase 3. I've been trying something new that I think you'd enjoy too. This phrase shifts the focus from past grievances to future possibilities. It invites your child into a shared experience, sparking curiosity and joy, and bypasses typical conflict about responsibilities or obligations. Research from the University of Washington's Family Connection Lab reveals that shared activities stimulate sideways intimacy, a natural, mutually enjoyable connection that transcends formal conversation. It allows both parent and child to bond over a shared interest rather than simply exchanging routine pleasantries. William from Texas noticed that his daughter Caitlin, once very close to him, became increasingly distant after starting her own family. Their monthly phone calls turned superficial. Remembering that Caitlin loved cooking as a child, William enrolled in a cooking class focused on international cuisine. Later, he called her and said, "I've been trying something new that I think you'd enjoy too. I'm learning to make authentic Italian pasta from scratch. Maybe we could cook together sometime?" Intrigued, Caitlin arranged to visit that weekend, and the cooking session sparked hours of laughter, bonding, and the creation of new shared memories that eventually restored their close relationship. Identify an interest or hobby that both you and your child enjoy. Initiate a conversation with, "I've been trying something new that I think you'd enjoy too." Suggest doing that activity together soon and be open to planning it as a recurring event. Phrase 4. I was thinking about that time when. This phrase invites both you and your child to reminisce about positive, specific memories together. It's not just generic praise. It's an acknowledgement of those unique moments when your child shone and made you proud. Dr. Robert Jameson, a family therapist and author, has found that recalling specific positive memories reinforces a family's emotional anchors and strengthens bonds. This process helps adult children feel seen for who they truly are, not just as someone who is expected to visit. Susan from Pennsylvania experienced a cold, formal relationship with her son Derek until one day she said, "I was thinking about that time when you were 16 and stayed up all night to fix Mrs. Henderson's car so she could drive to her sister's funeral. I was so proud of your compassion and determination." Derek was visibly moved, and the conversation that ensued lasted for over an hour. That memory paved the way for more heartfelt and frequent interactions. Recall a detailed, positive memory involving your child. Share it using the exact phrase, "I was thinking about that time when." Explain why that moment was special to you and how it made you feel. Encourage your child to share their own memories in response. Phrase 5. No pressure, but the invitation is always open. This phrase removes any sense of obligation or guilt from your invitations. Instead of making your child feel coerced, it creates an environment where they feel free to visit when they truly have time, without worrying about disappointing you. The Family Reconnection Institute and Principles of Reactance Theory confirm that when people feel their autonomy is respected, they are more likely to engage willingly in social interactions. Removing pressure leads to more genuine, spontaneous visits. Thomas from Seattle used to pressure his daughter Allison to attend Sunday dinners, often leaving her feeling trapped by guilt. One day, he sent her a text, "I'm making lasagna this Sunday, no pressure, but the invitation is always open." This simple change in wording led Allison to rearrange her schedule and, over time, she began visiting more frequently, even without being prompted. When extending an invitation, say, "No pressure, but the invitation is always open." Emphasize that you value any time spent together without setting rigid expectations. Follow up later with a thank you message to reinforce the positive, low-pressure environment. Phrase 6. I'd love to learn more about your interest/project. This phrase shows genuine interest in your child's world. It shifts the conversation away from past grievances or parental demands, focusing instead on the things they are passionate about. This opens the door to meaningful dialogue and mutual appreciation. Research from the Relationship Research Institute shows that when parents demonstrate genuine curiosity about their adult children's interests, it validates their choices and creates a natural, reciprocal bond. Dr. Jonathan Mills emphasizes that such authentic engagement deepens emotional connections more effectively than even prolonged conversations. Martha from Oregon noticed that her son Kyle had grown distant after starting his own business. Their interactions had become superficial check-ins. Determined to reconnect, she reached out and said, "I'd love to learn more about your marketing agency. What projects are you working on these days?" This sparked a 2-hour conversation in which Kyle shared the challenges and successes of his work. From then on, regular coffee meetings ensued, vastly strengthening their relationship. Identify an aspect of your child's life, be it career, hobby, or personal passion, that you'd like to know more about. Ask directly using the phrase, "I'd love to learn more about your interest/project." Listen actively and follow up with thoughtful, open-ended questions. Phrase 7. I appreciate our time together, no matter how brief. This phrase transforms even the shortest interactions into treasured moments. It reinforces the positive by expressing genuine gratitude, which in turn motivates your child to seek out these encounters more frequently. Researchers at the Positive Psychology Center have found that expressions of gratitude create positive emotional associations, making people more likely to repeat the behavior that elicited those feelings. Dr. Laura Jenkins explains that when children feel appreciated without any hidden expectations, it nurtures an environment of unconditional love and respect. David from Michigan used to lament that his children's visits were always too short, which made the encounters feel strained. After changing his approach to say, "I appreciate our time together, no matter how brief," his child Jeff began to feel relieved of any pressure. Soon, Jeff started making longer, more relaxed visits, and their interactions became filled with warmth and genuine affection. Each time your child visits, regardless of duration, say exactly, "I appreciate our time together, no matter how brief." Show authentic gratitude, both in person and via follow-up messages. Focus on quality over quantity. Celebrate the small moments without expecting extended visits every time. Your relationship with your adult children is one of your most cherished treasures. Yet, it can easily fall prey to misunderstandings, unresolved tensions, and old habits if we aren't careful with our words. These 7 phrases aren't gimmicks or manipulative tactics. They're powerful, empathetic communication tools that acknowledge your child's independence while inviting a genuine connection. By adopting these phrases, you create an environment where your children feel respected, valued, and truly understood. Imagine a future where every visit is filled with joy, laughter, and mutual appreciation. A future where instead of feeling like obligations, family gatherings become moments of warmth and genuine connection. I invite you to reflect on your current communication with your adult children. Ask yourself, do my words build bridges or walls? Could a simple change in how I speak transform our relationship for the better? Am I prepared to take a few intentional steps every day that might just bring my family closer? The transformation is within your reach. Start today by incorporating these phrases into your conversations. Notice the change and celebrate every visit, every call, and every shared moment. If you found this message enlightening and empowering, please like this video, share it with others who might need this gentle reminder, and subscribe for more advice on nurturing fulfilling family relationships. Remember, every kind word is a seed planted in the garden of family love. Make yours bloom into a lifetime of connection and joy.